Hey everybody, it's PDubs. Thanks as always for hanging out upstairs with us and for checking out the channel. And on today's episode, the CES 2022 fun continues. That's right, we're going to be talking about the iiRcade Day 1 CES reveals. And taking a look here, guys, iiRcade is bringing us a new arcade cabinet for 2022. This is something that a lot of folks have been asking for. They've wanted iiRcade to deliver a home arcade cabinet that actually looked more like a North American or traditional home arcade that we're all used to, compared to the candy cab design that they had during their first year. As you can see right here, guys, we'll kind of flip over here so we can zoom in on this thing. You'll notice that the new iiRcade cabinet does have a light-up marquee. So you will have the light-up marquee as well as the rounded edge back here. You will have the same 100-watt speakers giving you that premium sound and quality. Same 19-inch monitor, same control panel, same joysticks. I'm assuming for the premium bundles, you'll still get the real Sanwa sticks. It's still going to be a bar top on a base. However, when it comes to this, the cabinet is going to be taller as well. It's going to be 64 inches tall. Now, what iiRcade has done here, guys, is they've once again blended what we would like to call console and arcade. Keep in mind, they appeal to a niche of a niche within a niche market consumer fan base. And obviously having an arcade console that more resembles an arcade that we're used to is probably going to sell pretty well for them. And iiRcade, of course, is bringing us Dead Cells on this one. Now, this is going to be the very first, and what they say will be multiple pro editions or premium editions of their cabinets that with artwork on it. So for instance, Dead Cells, which is a very good console game, it's one of the most popular games on the iiRcade platform, but it's one of those games that delivers a great arcade experience. So there's no doubt why they decided to go with this one. You know, compared to other games that they have licensed and on the system. And of course, as new games are announced, revealed, roll out, I'm sure we're going to see more cabinet skins, guys. I'm sure we're going to see even more cabinet skins. Also, guys, it's important to note that a very interesting thing, now this isn't part of their CES announcements, this is some of my speculation, did confirm that when it comes to the motherboard and the PCB board on this thing, the motherboard and the PCB board, all that, or whatever you want to call it, all that stuff that was housed inside of the control deck, well, on these new models, everything is going to be housed behind the monitor. So I did confirm that with iiRcade. So the control deck will no longer house the guts of the unit. Everything is going to be behind the monitor, like we've seen from a lot of these commercial home arcade companies. Why is that important? Well, there's been a lot of speculation. There have been some information out there, people snooping around patent, trademark websites, etc., that confirm that iiRcade did file their own patents for swappable control decks with steering wheels and things like that. In my opinion, them moving the guts from the control deck to the back of the monitor might lead to that in the future. Keep in mind, that's my speculation only, because why else would you do it? I mean, if they were going to keep things as is without the ability to swap control decks, without swapping an entire PCB with it, why not leave the guts in the control panel? Makes you think, doesn't it? So in my opinion, guys, I'm thinking that there's a reason why the guts are back here. We'll have to see what they come up with. This is only day one of CES. I don't know if they're going to be making additional announcements with game titles and licenses and partnerships and things like that. However, they are announcing an exciting new partnership, which I'm going to pull up for you guys here in just a second. So, as we all know, the iiRcade has got that premium sound, right? 100-watt speakers. And sometimes there's been hissing, there's been crackling as they've done firmware updates and stuff. And they're obviously, iiRcade listens to fan feedback. They want to make the audio better. They want to have the best, most immersive audio experience that they possibly can. And at CES today, they are announcing their partnership with JB Harman, a Samsung company, to bring Harman AudioEFX to their platform. Now, why is this interesting? Well, AudioEFX is a nice platform that, with this processing technology, it works with Android-based systems. As you guys know, iiRcade does run off an Android-based system. Same with all like modern arcade, all the newer arcade 1-ups as well. But this is going to give you a smart bass, smart leveling, smart dynamics, smart virtualization. I'm going to have a link to this website in the video description below, guys. I want you to come in here and I want you to play these clips when you have free time. And this is what a music file would sound like with the AudioEFX turned off, and here's what it would sound like with it turned on. I would play these clips for you guys, but I'll get a copyright claim on my channel, and I won't be able and possibly get a takedown notice as well. So we don't want to do that. But guys, I encourage you, go check this out. You'll hear the difference, and when you do, come back, leave comments in the comment section of the video. Let me know what you think about the difference, and also put that in perspective. What is that audio going to sound like when you're playing these arcade console games? Now, when it comes to CES, I personally think that this is a good move by iiRcade. We're getting more of a real arcade cabinet. Everything else is the same, 3/4 MDF and all that stuff. We're getting the light up marquees. We're getting a taller cabinet. And of course, we're getting the light, a more traditional arcade shape. And of course, this will attract new consumers. When it comes to existing owners, the only worry I have is if the guts are in the back of the cabinet, and if they plan on doing swappable control decks or things like that in the future, there's potential there that current owners won't be able to do that with their cabinet. Very similar to what AtGames did with their 1.1 cabinet, which is right here, where it has more swappable capabilities versus the 1.0 cabinet. But I guess that's just the price you pay when it comes to upgrades. It is what it is. I mean, what else can you say about it? Whenever products are released, new versions, better versions come out, and not always can everything be backwards compatible. It kind of sucks, but it's also a good thing when you think about the development of the company and where they're heading. I think personally, overall, I think that this is good moves by iiRcade. Very excited to see this new cabinet. And they are going to be doing live streams from CES, so you guys will be able to see this stuff live and in person. So make sure you guys go and check out those live streams on their YouTube channel. I'll try and put a link in the video description below as well. That way you can actually see this thing in person and not a render. Overall, I think that this is we're kicking off a fun week of CES. Got some great announcements from Arcade1Up. Got some good announcements here from iiRcade. Hopefully these aren't the last announcements of the show, and look forward to seeing what happens by the end of the week. Do me a favor, leave me your comments, feedback, reactions, opinions. Leave those below. I definitely want to see those, and if you enjoyed this quick news update, do me a favor, guys, give me a thumbs up on the way out. And as always, my dudes, thank you for subscribing.